fans, this is the Scar Clown, here to review Donkey Kong for the Game Boy Advance. Before I review, it took me a while to find this game. Yes, I could have reviewed it on the 3DS version, which I already did have before I got this, but I wanted to get the Game Boy version, mainly because, what the hell, more Donkey Kong games the better, I guess, right? So, without further ado, let's get this game on the road and my thoughts about it. Donkey Kong basically came out in 1985? I could be gone. I don't want to be gone. 83. I want to say 83. It should say it in the game. But, I guess not. And I guess I'm just playing. Hold on. Well, I remember when I first played Donkey Kong, actually, when I was younger. And it came out in 1981. So those of you that put in 1981, thank you. So yeah, let's just get started with Donkey Kong. I like that sound. How can you go wrong with that little beat? So, we got this character named Mario, aka Jumpman. This is way before Super Mario Brothers. Even before Mario Brothers. Before Luigi, before Princess Toadstool, before Bowser himself. There was Mario vs. Donkey Kong. But this is not called Mario vs. Donkey Kong. It's just called Donkey Kong. But you can basically say this was the first Mario vs. Donkey Kong game if you want. Oh shit. We gotta focus on the game. The barrels are going crazy here. Oh shit. Jump over the barrel. And there's not really a lot of stages. There's only 3 stages on the Game Boy version. And also on the 3DS version, which is still the Game Boy version. I don't know why they didn't put the arcade version on this. Like, show the cinematic of Donkey Kong going up the ladders. But you don't really see that. All you see is a transition to the next screen, and that's it. And that's not really worth it, in my opinion. It's like, why? Uh-oh. Fireball's coming after me. So, really, all you have to do is save your lady friend, Pauline, from the clutches of Donkey Kong. I mean, I died. Wait. How did I die from a little small area? And he's calling himself Jumpman. Fucking liars, man. Worst advertising I ever saw. But anyways, Nintendo got a lawsuit. If you haven't even heard about this story, basically Nintendo got sued, and I died again, by Universal. Just because of the copyright of Donkey Kong, but Universal didn't own the rights to Donkey Kong. Not Donkey Kong, I mean King Kong. So, Nintendo won, and they got a buttload of fucking money for it. And that was the last time Universal decided to be a part of video games, until Crash Bandicoot came. And they had to steal Crash Bandicoot's thunder. You know what, Universal, just stay away from video games. You ruin everything. Just stick what you know best. Movies. Jesus Christ. Universal. I have no problems with Universal, but Universal can be a dick sometimes. And they have made, well, they never made a game. Well, I can't say that. After Naughty Dog lost their rights to Crash, Universal basically did some of the Crash games, but it wasn't the same. It's not the same without Naughty Dog, and it's definitely not the same when shit happens here in this game, because really, all you have to do is just climb up the ladder and retrieve your girlfriend. That's all you have to do. Simple, and yet it became one of the most recognized games in video game history. Why? Because of one thing, one major factor. It had a story. it wasn't a groundbreaking story though, like Final Fantasy or anything like that. It was just a normal story of a chimpanzee getting mistreated by his carpenter. Before Mario was a plumber, he was a carpenter. Mario was a lot of things. He was a plumber, he was a construction worker, he was even a golf man at one point. But... And I died again! And I was in the last stage, too. Game over. That's nice. Now I have to start the whole thing over. Alright. So basically, there's only really 3 stages in the whole game, which is very disappointed. They could have been... they could have at least been a few more. If not, you could have changed the color schemes. It wouldn't matter. We wouldn't care, at least. It's still Donkey Kong on the fucking Game Boy Advance. You can take it anywhere you want, like the 3DS, but I prefer the Game Boy Advance version. Why? Instead of the 3DS being like all clunky like that, the Game Boy is way better. You can fit it in your pocket easier, and it just looks, it can fit in your hand and it's perfect. So I have really no complaint about it. So, I'm just trying to save the girl here and not getting hit by fucking barrels, but what can you say? Donkey Kong for the Game Boy Advance, which is the arcade version. I need to find a new route. This is just I have nothing else to say, to tell you the truth, guys. It's Donkey Kong. If you never played the arcade version, there's no excuse to not play it now. You can get the Game Boy Advance version, or you can get this in the Virtual Console for the 3DS. So, I have no complaints about this game. Only one complaint. Mario is a fucking liar. Jumpman, my fucking ass, man. Fuck this. I don't have to play it anymore. So, that's it. That's all I have to say about Donkey Kong. Good game. Highly recommend it. If you haven't played it, what's wrong with you? So, this is the Skull Clown signing off. Have a nice day. Join me on YouTube at Giovanni Lessons. Twitter is at the Skull Clown. And that's about it. Nothing to say about Donkey Kong, but all I have to say is one thing. Mainly because I kind of feel sorry for Donkey Kong. Because after Donkey Kong 3, no one didn't give a shit about Donkey Kong until Donkey Kong Country came. And then, still, because Mario was the rage, you know? So, Donkey Kong is the godfather of video games. Mario is the king of video games. So, I like to say that. That's how I like to leave this video out. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the video.